How much money is enough? Not for the economy, not for your portfolio, but for you alone? It's a simple question, and yet, most people never stop to ask it. Instead, we chase, we grind, and we hustle. We sacrifice time, sleep, and relationships, sometimes even our health, just to earn more. But what's the finish line? Today, we're diving into the psychology of endless earning, why people go to such lengths to make more money, and what enough really means. We've all heard it. Someone says, "If I could just make 10,000 more. Once I hit 6 figures. If I could just afford a house, then I will relax." But studies show that once basic needs are met, more money adds very little to our long-term happiness. A famous Princeton study found that $75,000 to $95,000 per year is the tipping point. Beyond that, our emotional well-being flatlines. So why do we keep chasing more? Because the goalpost keeps moving. The more you earn, the more your expectations rise. Your enough becomes not quite. Imagine this. You earn $100,000 a year. You're proud, until you learn your coworker makes $120,000. Suddenly, your success feels very small and insignificant. This is relative wealth. We care less about what we have, and more about how it compares. You upgrade your car, but only because your friend bought a new one. You want a bigger house because someone on Instagram posted a tour of their property. You feel behind, not because you are, but because someone else is ahead. Money becomes a scoreboard, and in this game, there's always someone richer. Comparison turns contentment into craving. This is the trap most people fall into. You achieve a financial goal. You feel good. Then your brain says, "What's next?" This is called hedonic adaptation, the tendency for happiness to return to a baseline no matter what happens. You buy the dream car. In a month, it's just your car, nothing more. You move into the big house and start noticing what's wrong with it. You get the raise and automatically increase your spending to match it. The brain doesn't stay satisfied. It resets. So we keep chasing the next financial high, never realizing we're running on a treadmill. But it's not always about greed. For many people, the drive to make more money comes from fear. It can be the fear of not having enough. Perhaps the fear of losing status, or just the fear of becoming irrelevant and dependent. Some of us were raised in scarcity. Even when we're doing well, our nervous system remembers lack. So we hoard, we overwork, we say yes to everything. Because part of us believes it could all disappear tomorrow. To a scared mind, no amount of money ever feels safe. In today's world, money doesn't just buy things, it buys identity. We internalize our net worth as our self-worth. Successful people make X. High performers hustle harder. If I slow down, I will fall behind. You see it everywhere. Productivity gurus, finance influencers, hustle culture quotes like "sleep is for the broke" or "you can rest when you're rich." This pressure is less about security and more about validation. But here's the twist. As income rises, so do the lifestyle choices. You eat out more. You upgrade tech, clothes, Vacations. You move to a nicer neighborhood with people who earn even more. And now you're back to feeling like you need more. You're richer than ever, but just as anxious as before. And we arrive to the painful realization: enough is not a number. It's a mindset. If you don't define it for yourself, the world will define it for you, and it will always say, "Not yet." Here are some fundamental questions you should always ask yourself. What's the minimum I need to feel safe and secure? What kind of lifestyle actually brings me joy, not status? If I stopped earning more right now, what would really change? Am I building a life, or just building income? Enough is the point where more money stops buying more freedom. What if the goal wasn't to earn endlessly, but to build a life that doesn't require endless earning? A life where your schedule is not controlled by money. Your worth is not tied to productivity, where you always trade wealth for time, peace, and presence. Financial freedom is not necessarily about becoming a millionaire. Sometimes it's about needing less and just allowing yourself to be more happy. The richest person is not the one with the most money. It's the one with the fewest unmet needs. So, how much is enough? It's not what your neighbor earns. Not what social media shows. Not even what your financial advisor says. Enough is what lets you sleep at night. Enough is what lets you breathe without pressure. Enough is what lets you live, not just earn. The real flex is not being rich. It's being at peace with what you have.